I'm here with Talia. Talia, disappointing day today. I've got to say, we started so well, promised a lot, but ultimately we got beaten and the disappointment is palpable. How are you feeling?
Disappointed. I think that's the key word, isn't it? It's just disappointment because obviously we wanted to win. I thought we were going to win it when we went in. And I think around half time you were seeing that, okay, a draw would be nice. So I guess disappointed is the word because we didn't deserve to lose.
Yeah, I would agree with that. This one hurts. I mean, I was at the game on Wednesday when we lost to West Ham. We were deservedly beaten. We put in a flat performance. But today, I thought that we competed well. I thought that we showed good spirit, good energy, especially in the first half. Well, throughout actually, but I just think we lacked a bit of cutting edge. That's something that Turkish and James have mentioned. And of course, we gave away a goal at the other end that I didn't think we should have given away. So ultimately, it was disappointing. But let me ask you about this cutting edge, because this is something now that a lot of people are talking about, the lack of fluidity, the lack of a cutting edge. Do you see that now as being a real problem?
I think what I see the real problem is, I think what was going on today is we were attacking and we were dominating parts of it and we were playing amazingly. We just can't get it in the goal.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's really simple, but we just can't. And I think this is the thing, is we can't rely on people that aren't currently playing today because of injuries. And we need to figure out a different way of getting the ball in the net.
That's right.
Because we're getting it close, we're just not getting into the net.
Yeah, a couple of the guys on the watch along was talking. I think you even mentioned it as well about the absence of a plan B. And this is starting to show a little bit in the games this season. And when we play the better teams anyway, I mean, obviously last week we had a very good day, beat Sheffield United, but today it was a step up. And as we've said, although we competed, we couldn't get it across the line, and that's very disappointing.
And I think that's what we were saying, disappointment is the word, because I think it would have been nice to come away with a draw, just 1-1. But unfortunately, I think I did say in the show, it's what seems to be the case with Arsenal is we're doing well, we attack, we're playing really well, especially in the first half. And if we don't get that goal in that first half, the second half we slowly slow down more and more. And then what always happens is someone comes in with a goal on our mistake. It's usually our mistake, and then that's it. We're then defeated after that.
That kind of segues nicely into the question I was going to ask you next, mistakes, because it's my contention that David Raya should be doing a lot better in that situation. What was your take on it?
I think the issue there seemed that obviously everyone, as well as we and everyone on the pitch, thought the ball went off. So everybody suddenly stopped, it seemed. All the players just kind of stopped. And I mean, you can't do that, but they just kind of stopped. And then suddenly the ball's coming over. So no one's fully focused. But that's not an excuse, because I'm not excusing anybody, because at the end of the day, the footballers, you still have to be focused.
So, in other words, what you're saying then is it's not just Raya at fault. The defenders have got to take responsibility as well, because they switched off at that vital moment, yeah?
Yeah, there was hands up, there was everyone looking at the ball, and then while they're all looking the other way, the ball's coming over. So it's Raya, but I think it was more of it was a team thing there, unfortunately.
Yeah, that is a good point. You know what, that is something I probably overlooked. I'm just looking at the obvious thing that the goalkeeper missed it completely, and I'm thinking, nah, that's not good enough. But what's your thoughts on the goalkeeping situation? Because let's be honest, it was an error from Raya, and there are going to be people out there that saying the manager appears to have got this wrong. Certainly Turkish think so. You had Ramsdale at the club, you brought in Raya, we're expecting an upgrade, but all it seems to have done is just muddy the situation more. What's your thoughts on that?
I think taking Ramsdale out so quickly and so swiftly is the mistake. Not the mistake, but I think that's where it's gone wrong. I think maybe easing Raya in slightly, or having them play a little bit more games equally, I think, but just completely taking Ramsdale out, I think it's almost maybe put too much pressure on Raya. But then again, as a footballer, you should be able to take the pressure. And then that's the thing. So what are we doing here? Because I think they are very similar, but maybe Raya has just margins above Ramsdale, but we're not always seeing it.
Yep, fair enough. There's a couple of controversial moments in that game. Well, there's a few actually, and so let's talk about a couple of those. So let's start with the Havertz yellow card that some people are saying should have been red. I know there's an inherent bias because you're an Arsenal fan, but what do you think of that situation?
I don't think it should have been a red, no. I think a yellow, yes. I don't see it as red, but I think everyone was laughing because it's, he got one yellow and then they got three, I think, something.
For complaining.
Yeah, but I think, no, it definitely, for my opinion, it wasn't a red, but it definitely would have been a yellow.
Okay, let's move on to the Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, I don't know what to say. It looked like a forearm to the head. Bizarre how he didn't go for that. But what was your thoughts on it?
I'm not fully understanding where the rules are anymore because it's becoming a very physical, it's like watching rugby now sometimes. It's becoming a very physical game. And I think the issue is, watching players go down so swiftly and then staying down. And I think I said as well, sometimes they grab different parts of their body and it's quite hard to watch that because it's like, just get back up. Don't stop elbowing at people, just play football with the ball at your feet. And I think it's ridiculous that there's hands involved now, there's arms involved. I mean, what is going on?
Well, it would appear on that particular situation that Bruno Guimaraes has just run up behind Jorginho, clouted him in the head behind,
Yeah.
He'd run up behind him and done that. And then the referees deemed that it's not worthy of it. In fact, I don't think he even got a yellow card for that one,
But I think there was a few different things where you would see the players from Newcastle visibly wanting to go do something, like visibly going, I'm going to go, whoosh, and then literally go push the player over. It's like that's not football.
And then, of course, the third decision is perhaps the key one, the goal. A lot of people saying, the ball went out. Some people are saying it could have been an offside. Some people are saying it was a foul on the keeper or a foul on one of our defenders. What was your take on that?
I think the ball went off. But again, I
must admit, it did look that way to me as well.
It looked like it was off. That's the whole point. It looked like it was off. But I think they were saying if the curve of the line was on the line, I mean, that is nuts because from everything we could see, it was off. But
did it meet the eye test? It looked out to me. I mean,
No
so,
doubt.
you know what I mean?
You couldn't even see the shadow.
Where's all this curve of the ball coming? I just don't get it, man.
Anything for the Newcastle to get the win, right?
Well, it would appear so. But anyway, listen, it is what it is. Let's try and be a bit positive. We've got the game coming up on Tuesday. What I'm going to ask you there, would you like to see anybody come in that didn't feature today? So, for example, we didn't see Reece Nelson. There are a couple of guys that came on as subs. Do you think they should start? How do you think the manager will go on Tuesday?
I think Reece Nelson should have come on this afternoon, personally. I think he needs more game time because he does do some great things when he comes on. He's just not getting enough game time. I think it'd be nice to see him play. Hopefully Odegaard will be back. The injuries are really kind of,
Yeah, it's starting to become a problem, right?
Well, we had that, what was it, like maybe 6 weeks ago we had the list and then, Trossard came back, Martinelli came back, and now they're slowly climbing again. Hopefully it just stays where it is now.
Okay then, thanks. And let's hope we can put it right on Tuesday. Thank you very much.
We will.